Well, 2014 saw many great restaurants open in the DFW area, emerging new food trends, and all those things grabbed a hold. And 2015 proves to be an even more exciting year if you're a foodie in our area. So the woman who knows all about Dallas is here to tell us about the latest food trends for this year. Welcome, Miss Cynthia Smoot from Oh So Cynthia.
Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year to you.
Good to see you guys.
I'm liking your bright hair for the new year.
Well, you know, it's a new year.
New year, new you.
That's right.
All right, so let's dive in because you know food is my area.
Yes.
What are you saying? What are you seeing?
Well, you know, at the end of the year, I started to see a lot of lists about, you know, what's hot, what's not, from national publications, everything from Esquire to Bon Appetit. But as we know with fashion, what you see on the runways in New York and LA is not necessarily what we end up seeing here in Dallas. So as I'm reading through these lists, I thought, you know, it's great that this is what the industry experts are saying, but what are we really going to see here in North Texas? So I reached out to some of our city's savviest chefs and asked them what trends they planned on incorporating into their menus this year and what trends they were happy to see left behind. So that's what we're talking about today.
All right.
So do we want to start with what's out or what's in?
Yeah, let's do what's out.
The sad?
Yeah.
Well, sad to say, we're going to have to be saying goodbye to SRIRACHA.
Oh, no. Not SRIRACHA.
But why?
Culinary director A.J. McLeod over at Eureka said the minute Jack in the Box introduced a SRIRACHA burger, it was all over.
That is so interesting, though. I'll bet that does, you know, color some of their decisions.
So, you know, will we see it go away completely? Probably not, but you may see it toned down. Same thing with bacon.
No,
never.
no, no.
Bacon will
I'm
never
so
leave.
sick of
No,
bacon.
that is so
That
is so wrong.
It's Lisa.
Well, again, I think we're going to see it toned down. Tiffany Derry is actually who predicted this as going out. She's, as we know, from Top Chef and on Spike TV's Hungry Investor. And she said, you know, it's too much. Bacon and drinks and cocktails on desserts. Like let's, you know, so is bacon going away completely? No, but I do think we're going to see it scaled way back this year.
And there goes the price of pork belly.
I know, right? There's even like bacon alcohol now. It's really kind
Which is amazing in a Bloody Mary.
So another thing that we're going to see going away is what Kyle Noonan calls over-engineered food. Things that are, you know, liquogen peroxide and dry ice. And, like, people want to look at their plates and know what they're eating. And Kyle calls this going back to the authentic. Kent Rathbun also gave me the same answer, that people just really want to see wholesome, you know, locally sourced, great food.
I agree
I don't
with
want
that.
it to look like a science experiment.
And I
exactly.
as a whole, everyone's going back to traditional ideas, traditional recipes, the way they present their food. Everything's getting very
the way
traditional.
Mama made it. It's the
Exactly.
best.
Home cook.
And lastly, David Holden at Del Frisco's predicts that healthy seeds like pomegranate and flax seeds, those have been a big trend, and we're probably going to see those go away.
I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah. I do like some pomegranate
It's
seeds,
like,
like for color on the salad or in
I
a
like them
champagne
on
cocktail,
martinis,
but yeah. I'd be okay
so
with that one.
What are we going to be looking at in 2015 instead?
Well, according to Tiffany Derry, we're going to see a lot more root vegetables, things like
I agree.
kohlrabi, turnip, celery root,
Yes.
some vegetables that, you know, like my grandmother cooked with, but I probably haven't eaten in 20 years.
And
so
you're like, is this a new vegetable? Like,
Right.
where did this come from? I've never heard of this before.
Well, when she
And
emailed
suddenly-
me, I literally had to Google kohlrabi. Like, oh, what is that? I
Right.
don't know. For those of you at home, this is kohlrabi.
Right.
And what do you do
Who
with it?
knew? You can broil it. You can
Put bacon in it.
stir fry. Yeah,
It's delicious, yeah.
Like, you remember when kale became such a rage?
exactly.
I wish
Surprised that
kale was
kale's not
out.
out. I'm surprised that it's not out. I hope it's not.
Another huge trend that we're going to see is pickling and fermenting.
Yeah. Okay. I heard
And
that.
you know, I noticed this a couple months ago when Henry's Majestic opened. They're canning all their own pickles for their
Yeah.
burgers and their meat and cheese
And it's
board. And so
delicious.
you're going to see a lot of that. You know, people pickling okra, green beans, making their own in-house pickles. And
Again, going back to the way Grandma did it.
exactly.
And fermented foods are so good for you, too. They have more enzymes. It's all good for
Canning is quite the rage right now.
Kent Rathbun tells us that craft cocktails are here to stay, and we're going to see that elevated in 2015. Really, and in his words, that mixologists are almost becoming more like chefs, where they're layering flavors and really creating more intense recipes.
Love it.
And lastly, smaller portion sizes,
Yes.
which I am excited about. That's David Holden's tip, and Kent Rathbun also indicated that. And I think that's great. I just hope that prices go
That's what I
down
was gonna
proportionately
say.
with
Yeah.
these smaller portion
They'll
sizes.
probably go up, Cynthia.
Probably.
Okay, good trends.
Good too.
Yeah, so
That's great. I think
Now
we're
I'm
spot
hungry.
on.
So if you want to read what all the chefs had to say in their entirety, you can go to osacynthia.com and find out information on that and all kinds of other fabulous things going on in and around Dallas.
You definitely
right.
have your finger on the pulse of Dallas.
That's right.
Yeah.
You've
You
always
do.
got good things. Okay, if you missed that, it is osacynthia.com. More from Cynthia and all her great ideas and things that are going around the Dallas area. Okay, speaking of food, we are approximately 1 month away from Fat Tuesday. I just love that name,
Yes.
Fat Tuesday. Will you serve up something good for Mardi Gras for your celebration? What's it going to be? We have a recipe just for you when the broadcast returns. Scott Jones.